21st of August, and something a little bit different, I think I've got to say. We're right up in the top of Lincolnshire, just close to Skegness, and of course it is the venue of the National, the Lincolnshire Poacher, an event that has attracted a lot of people from the south and all across the country. We've got a terrific lineup of riders, and indeed looking back at the results of previous years, we've got defending champions from last year. In the solos, of course, Tony Atkin. He'll be determined to try and get hold of this title again. And of course in the sidecars, Gary Jackson and Kevin Williams were the winners last year. It says in the programme this is the third Poacher. We hope it's certainly not the last. We know it's going from strength to strength. They've got a tremendous lineup of riders here. The club have worked exceptionally hard to get those riders. The track looks absolutely superb. I think, as always with the National, we're going to be in for a great day's racing. To find out what the riders think, let's go round and ask them ourselves. Well, one rider that I had to have a few words with this morning, obviously, is last year's winner, Tony Atkin. The first thing I've got to say to you is it's nice to see that both the wrists are on show again.
Yeah, I feel better now. I've had a week or so to get myself fit, and it is nice to be at 100% or 99%. I don't think when you do speedway you're ever 100% because you're always knocking yourself about. So, but I'm not bad at the moment.
But obviously this, I've got to say, is the first time that I've been to the Poacher. You were the winner last year. The track the same?
I haven't even looked at it, couldn't tell you. I've only just come, I've been riding speedway last night. We've got here, just doing some work on the bikes now. And I'll go and watch a few just before. Doesn't matter, ride them all.
Well, obviously I think that this part of the world there's going to be a lot of people do know your name, Tony, and I think that they'll be hoping you do get that title again. But obviously all I can say is all the hard work. Let's hope it all pays off. All the best of luck for today.
Yeah, and let's get in the money and have a word at the end on the rostrum.
Yeah, well, we'll look forward to that. Cheers, Tony.
Thanks, mate.
Well, I said we had a tremendous lineup of solos here, and one man I've got to get a chance to have a word with. I don't see you too often on the grass track at the moment. Paul, why is that?
Well, the speedway commitments are very tiresome at the moment. I've had a wrist injury as well this year, which sent me out of 3 grass tracks, so not been a brilliant start to the season.
Well, no, obviously not a brilliant start, but really I can't help thinking that although we are getting to the middle of August, we're still not anywhere near towards the end of the season of grass track. So obviously hoping that things start to come together.
Yeah, I've obviously got this weekend, next weekend. There's going to be a few grass tracks coming up now, so we're just going to do as many as I can. Yeah.
Well, I've got to ask the obvious question that whether you've been to the Lincolnshire Poacher before, but do you think there are any tricks that we can use on a surface like this?
No, not really. I've been up here once before. I think I've done a best pairs meeting and so on up here. It's quite a nice field as I remember, but the ground's quite hard. Not a lot you can do with it really.
Well, obviously we wish you the best of luck, Paul, and you never know, it could be you that we're speaking to later on in the day.
Okay, thanks very much. Cheers.
We've already spoken to last year's winner in the solo event, so I think it's only right that we should have a few words with last year's sidecar winner. Gary Jackson, a brilliant ride last year, and obviously the season going well this year. Back again at the Poacher, do you think it could be yours?
Well, we'll see at the end of the day. I think everyone says that, don't they? We'll see at the end of the day. But yeah, there's no reason why I shouldn't be up there in the leading pack. I mean, look at the draw quite a lot of the time in the programme and that, how things work out, and you need a little bit of luck as well. So we had the luck last year, maybe we'll have it this year.
Well, always nice to hear a rider say you do need that little bit of luck, but I was interested when I looked at the programme that it's 3 heats. That can make things quite tight, as we know, but then of course you've got a chance to recover and get a good ride in the semi-final. Do you think that plays sort of psychological games with the riders?
3 heats, as you say, it makes it very tight. You can't slip up at all, otherwise you don't make the semis, so then you're out. It's still 4 heats really with the semis. It's just got the top 12, so really your 4th heat is a very hard heat. So, but I don't mind 4 heats and a final. You know, the master system is very good, it works. I mean, I don't know why they stray away from that really, but yeah, this should work the same. So yeah, I'm not bothered really. Yeah.
No, that's excellent, excellent. I think we're in for some terrific racing. The track, I've had a look round this morning, looks absolutely superb. Gary, I hope that we're talking to you later in the day, and I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Incredible lineup of sidecars we got in this afternoon. I really could have picked on any one of them with a chance of actually winning today. But a man on form at the moment, number 24, Rob Wilson. I understand you had a good ride at the Dazzler last week.
Yeah, we was very lucky really. I think we got away in the final. It was very, very dusty, and I think it allowed us to get away from the pack and obviously come home with a result, which is good for us because we don't seem to be having much luck one way or another. But
Well, you've said it, and I think I've got to say that I agree with you. Things have not been going that well early part of the season, so now maybe things have started to turn.
yeah, I hope so. You know, I mean, we all have spells of bad luck and that, and it's not all about luck. Obviously, we need to ride the machines and what else have you, but I've had a lot of help as well. Roger's been helping me one way and another, and that's good because obviously, you know, the man goes well, and if you can follow in his footsteps with the bike sort of being, you know, very similar to his own, I think it's down to me, like, you know.
Well, as I say, Rob, it's obviously getting very noisy around here. Everybody's getting anxious. I can see you still got your preparation to finish, so let's wish you the best of luck, and maybe we're speaking to you later on.
Right, thanks very much. Cheers.
Roger Measor has come out for a late practice. The 666 is Pete Saunders. Now, Pete is an addition to your programme, so while these late sidecars are practicing, I'll also say a quick word about Ivor Matthews and Peter Jones, because that outfit is slightly different to everybody else's. This is the sidecar that they raced in Australia, and indeed the Australian Speedway guys use this sidecar all the time. Slightly different construction to what we use with the British sidecars. Well, I don't think this is going to be the bike he'll use in the race. If he does, then he's going to put a number on it, I'm sure. But for those of you who haven't realised, Ivor Matthews is number 15 this afternoon, so if he does use this bike, I'm sure he'll quickly put the numbers on it. So I recognised him as he was going round. To say he did practice on this at the Dublin National last week. It is a different concept. He uses a totally rigid back end. There's no suspension there whatsoever. So you really do feel it if you hit any of those ripples going round. But it's a very, very controllable machine, and certainly as used by all the Australian sidecar drivers now, it's proved to be a frame construction that is very successful. So I'll watch with interest to see if he does use that bike during the rest of the meeting. So good to see that he's actually got it out finished and got it on the British circuits. We wonder, is that going to be the bike that everybody's going to be using in the future? So, as we normally do, let's bring you right up to date with all the information that we know. If you turn to your list of competitors for the sidecar class, any changes that I'm aware of, I will give them to you now. Going down the list of sidecars, number 8, Mark Edwards and Nick Walters. They're unfortunately non-starters this afternoon, so just want to put a line through that one. And everywhere in the programme, the race programme that is, that you see number 8, Mark Edwards, his place will be taken by number 666. So the rider's being released from the pit box, ready for race 1 of the afternoon, and of course we start with the solo class. If you've turned your programmes over, you'll be there at heat 1 of the solo competition, race 1 in your programme. And I'm sorry to say that we don't think we've got any Jeremy Doncaster, but we've got a very good lineup in the solo competition as they get underway with the first race of the day. Already you can see that Robbie Fuller has made a brilliant start and got into that first bend. As they watch him come round off that first bend, this is Robbie Fuller takes second. 127 is Gerald Short in third spot, so that's one worth keeping your eye on because Gerald loves to get faster as the race goes on. But watch Robbie Fuller come up on the inside of Robbie Fuller as they go into that top bend. He's got a much better line as he comes in. Taken a much wider line on that pit bend. Gerald Short not able to get on terms with those front two, but he certainly secured that place in third place. Well, Rob Fortune going well in his first ride of the afternoon, goes into the last lap. There in second, Gerald Short in third. Kevin Killian, Frankie Killian I should say, in fourth place. At the moment, taking the first checkered flag of the afternoon as they come past up his rider. Well, Fortune, Robbie Fuller gets second. Gerald Short comes through for a third place in his first ride. Frankie Killian gets fourth. Heat 1, Race 1 in your programme. A win for rider number 11, Rob Fortune. In second place, rider number 61, Robbie Fuller. Third place, number 127, Gerald Short. And fourth place, number 43, Frankie Killian. Fifth place finisher there, rider number 30. And sixth place, number 98. The winning time, 1:03. So it's 11, 61, 127, 43, 30 and 98. The winning time, 1:03. Oh, away we go with race 2, and as we look to that far side, will it be Steve Schofield who gets to that first corner? It does look as if it is. All Speedway rider Steve Schofield has got to the front as they go into that first bend. He comes off the first bend. Tony Atkin. Tony Atkin in fourth place then. Last year's winner. He's got a bit of ground to make up, but he's got some very quick men in front of him. Let's go from the front again. Stevie Schofield. As he goes down into that top corner. Clayton Williams trying to close that gap. Not being able to make up any more ground. Richard Emson is the rider in fifth place at the moment, losing those front four a little bit. Tony Atkin, I think, is just closing on Peter Lloyd for that third place. But Steve Schofield wins to be very, very quick at the moment, wherever he rides. Oh, Clayton Williams, I thought would have had an answer to him earlier on, but he's pulled away from him himself. Look what's happening in third though. Tony Atkins is going for it as he goes into that top end. Tony Atkins just gets it from Peter Lloyd in fourth. Richard Emson finishes in fifth place. What a great start to the afternoon for the flying Stevie Schofield. Race 2 of the afternoon, it's Heat 2 of the solo competition. A win for Steve Schofield. He's rider number 3. In second place, number 17, that's Clayton Williams. Third place, number 10, Tony Atkin. Fourth place, taken by rider number 4, Peter Lloyd. Fifth place, number 41. Sixth place, number 65. Seventh place, number 14. Eighth place, 86. And ninth place, 121. The winning time, 1:02. Those numbers again, if you missed any of those, were 3, 17, 10, 4, 41, 65, 14, 86 and 121. That time again, 1:02. So as we look to the far side, they get underway with the third race of the afternoon. You see Gary Lobb is up there in second place, but Trevor Banks is the one that's made the best of the start. Steve Daw is the rider up in third place, and I'm looking over his shoulder. He's got problems. He lets the rest of them go past him. Rider number 19 is Trevor Eadon that's up in third place. But Trevor Banks has got away from the rest of the field. Fall completely off the circuit with problems. But as we watch them go down that back straight, has Gary Lobb got the ability to catch Trevor Banks? Trevor Banks looking so quick at the moment, but Gary Lobb in good form as well. Comes round off that top corner, tries to put it tight, comes off that top end. Third place. Well, this is a rider that I was hoping to see at the British Masters this year, but unfortunately he couldn't take place due to speedway commitments. Of course, he should have a lot of local support here. The Peterborough Speedway rider up in the third place in adult Grasstrack. He picks up that third. Gets fourth. I think that was Steve Holding in fifth place, but I'll confirm that when I've got the official race result. Race 3, Heat 3 and a win for rider number 25, that's Trevor Banks. In second place, rider number 7, Gary Lobb. Third place, number 13, Scott Nicholls. And fourth place, rider number 19, Trevor Eadon. Fifth place, taken by number 51, Steve Holding. And sixth place, number 5. Seventh place there, number 188. And eighth place, number 9. The winning time, 1:04. 1:04 the time. They were by number only 25, 7, 13, 19, 51, 5, 188 and 9. So away we go with heat 4, the last of the first rides for the solo competitors as we go into that first bend. A lot of good riders to look for, but it looks like Paul Fry has made the best of that first. From the front it is Paul Fry, Colin Earl with him on the inside, and that's going to be a great scrap because Colin Earl will be fighting every inch of the way as you see him go down the back straight. Paul Fry looks to be very, very quick in practice, and he's showing it when he comes out his first ride. From Colin Earl. Further down the field than I would have expected them to be. Well, both Tommy Palmer and Steve Bishop I would have thought would have been a little bit further up. Steve Bishop now trying to get round the outside of Tommy Palmer. But really, if you look to the front, Paul Fry and Colin Earl. Is holding forth. The gaps really have started to open up between that second and third and fourth. Fourth does look like it's going to be a fight to the line for, but as we watch Paul Fry come round off that top bend, he really is flying as well. From that fourth place, Neil Scopes in fifth, Steve Bishop in sixth place, and Tommy Palmer finishing in seventh. Time so far, heat 4, a win for number 55, Paul Fry. In second place, number 172, Colin Earl. Third place, number 844, that's Vince Kinchin. And fourth place, number 374, Adrian Stevens. Fifth place, rider number 15. Sixth place, number 34. Seventh place, 21. Eighth place, 27. Ninth place, 154. And 10th place, 37. The time, 1:02. Cheatham and Clive Reynolds. Number 148 is Rod Winterburn and Chris Winterburn. Number 666, of course, is the replacement for number 8, Mark Edwards, as Pete Sanders and Neil Popple. It looks as if it's outfit number 51 has made it through the first corner and got out in front. Craig Cheatham is up in second place at the moment, but it's Roger Measor that's got away. So Roger Measor and Shane Lapham into the pit bend for the first time, leading from Craig Cheatham and Clive Reynolds in second place. Going well in that second slot. Watching her down that far side, Roger Measor is now starting to pull away from Craig Cheatham in second. Getting close to that fourth place at the moment, but in first, second and third it looks to be well and truly sewn up as Roger Measor goes past us. Craig Cheatham still there in second. I was struggling to see that was in fact Rob Wilson back in fourth place. As they go into the last lap, as they go past us, it's Roger Measor still leading. Craig Cheatham now coming under pressure. Here we have it back in fifth, so we'll watch to see what happens. That second, third and fourth place is starting to get close. Rob Wilson trying to go faster down that back straight. Rod Winterburn closing right up on Craig Cheatham. Craig goes a little bit wide as he left room for Rod Winterburn. Well, Roger Measor takes the win, but it's going to be close for this second place, and Craig Cheatham just hangs on. Rod Winterburn gets third. Fourth place, Jerry Adams finishing in fifth. Now, race 5 in your programme, we start with a win for outfit number 51, Roger Measor and Shane Lapham. In second place, outfit number 1, Craig Cheatham and Clive Reynolds. Third place, number 148, Rod Winterburn and Chris Winterburn. And fourth place, number 24, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. Fifth place, outfit number 55, and the winning time, 1:26.81. Reg and Colin Blackburn, of course, who have so much work to do in organising this poacher. Lennon Ray Foreman. Number 93, well, that's Andy Simons and Chris Berg, all the way up from Cornwall. An exciting young crew, these two. And I wonder what they'll go like. I'm not used to seeing them in this sort of competition, but John Halsley I am. And number 74, Shane Lingwood and Trevor Garrett.
I can watch it.
Well, that looked a very dodgy start to me. They didn't get off the start line evenly at all. So we've now got 5 outfits on that start line ready to go for the restart. Away goes the tapes again. You can see that it's a very, very quick start once again. Steve Smith has made a good one on the inside. The trouble there in the middle of that start straight. They've managed to sort it out. They've all got through that first bend. Indeed, you can see as they go down that back straight, it is Reg and Colin Blackburn that have got to the front, as Steve Smith and Keith Wall are close to them in second spot. But as they come round past me for the second time, oh, you can see the same as me. Reg and Colin. John Halsley rolling fourth at the moment, but now Steve Smith starts to go around the outside. Oh, it's a long way to go, and Reg will try to get back underneath him again in this pit bend. He hopes that Steve has committed himself too quickly into that bottom bend, which is exactly what's happened, but Steve Smith has gone very wide, but he's still stayed very, very quick indeed. John Halsley tries to stay with him as he down that back straight. Well, I'm sure that Len Foreman had seen exactly what Steve Smith did. He knows where the lines are to be able to overtake. As he comes round that pit bend, he starts to key up Reg Blackburn as he comes round. By up. Oh, they've got away. But Reg and Colin Blackburn have had to fight hard to hang on to that second place. Oh, Lennon Ray Foreman again go for the outside. John Halsley is closing up as well. As they come to the line, Steve Smith takes it, but it's going to be close to the other places. In that battle to try and get second, and Lennon Ray Foreman in third place. Then, indeed, a comfortable win for Steve Smith and Keith Wall. What a battle for second, third and fourth. The official result reads as a win for outfit number 2. In second place, outfit number 26, Reg and Colin Blackburn. Third place, outfit number 13, John Halsley and passenger Jason Glennie. In fourth place, I've got to say, very unluckily, fourth place, number 149, Lennon Ray Foreman. Fifth place, number 93, Andy Simons and Chris Berg. And sixth place, number 74, Shane Lingwood and Trevor Garrard. The winning time, 1:33.07, 1:33.07. It was 2, 26, 13, 149, 93 and 74. So, wins so far for Roger Measor and Steve Smith. We look to race 7, heat 3, and a chance to see in action number 15, Ivor Matthews and Peter Jones. Number 12, Tim Bennett and Steve Hargraves. Number 3, Alan and John Blewitt. Now the replacement for the 111 is number 37. That's Tom Gillinson and Lisa Pinfold. 0 is Gary Wright and Steve Wright. I think that must be the first time in history I've ever seen anybody have a riding number 0. Number 45 is Ben Stadler and Barry Metcalf. can see that Ivor Matthews has in fact while he certainly didn't get off the start line, and that's one of the criticisms they make of these outfits, that they're not quick starters, but they do, once they get going, give you great dimensions to be able to actually come through the field. Well, we'll watch to see what happens. Tim Bennett has already been picked off by Ivor Matthews. Out in the lead at the moment is the very quick. That's a quick outfit in front of him. As he goes down the back straight, this one will prove to be interesting. And it's great to see that Ivor Matthews and Peter Jones are in fact out on this outfit. I really do want to see how this outfit goes. It certainly holds a very, very tight line. Into the last lap. Well, Tim Bennett now being caught. Down the back straight we go once again, and Alan and John Blewitt looking in great form at the moment. Ivor Matthews still desperately trying to close that gap, but Alan and John Blewitt go in the last lap. Oh, it's Gary Wright that actually got up into that third spot in front of Tim. Tom Gillinson and Lisa Pinfold still holding that fifth spot, but as we watch to see them come round to the checkered flag, oh, we know we've had Roger Measor and Steve Smith with wins. Number 3, Alan and John Blewitt, followed home in second by Ivor Matthews, and in third place, 0, Gary Wright and Steve Wright. 3 of the sidecar event, and a win for outfit number 3, it's Alan and John Blewitt. In second place, number 15, that's Ivor Matthews and Peter Jones. Third place, 0, Gary Wright and Steve Wright. And fourth place, number 12, Tim Bennett and Steve Hargreaves. Fifth place, outfit number 37, Tom Gillinson and Lisa Pinfold. The winning time, 1:31.63, 1:31.63. It was 3, 15, 0, 12 and 37. Oh, here we go with race 8. This is heat 4 on the first. Rustling and Poacher have made a terrific start. As they go into that first end, they in fact are leading. As they go down that back straight, I'm looking for Gary Jackson. I think that was Gary Jackson right at the back of the field. Well, this certainly could be an interesting one, because I think my eyesight has now confirmed that that is Gary Jackson back in here. You can see for yourselves now that what Gary Jackson's back in this place, so he's got a lot of work to do. He's got some very quick outfits in front of him. Well, he certainly won't be giving up at all, and watch Gary Jackson go for the outside. He'll go the long way around that pit bend, I'm sure, to try and get third spot. Oh, rustling and he's certainly trying this to be a great scrap for that third place. 3 outfits together as they go down that back straight. Oh, watch the outfit on the outside, that's Gary Jackson, and I know it's difficult to watch third spot when you know that rustling is going well in first. Oh, tremendous sidecar scrap. Colin Hutton going well as well up there, but he's seeing the action going on around him. As Rustling and Paul Urich will come towards the checkered flag. It's a good win to start their racing afternoon. But really, I think you've got to say credit to the man, but credit to Gary Jackson. Doing well to get into that second place and then hanging on to it. Oh, the very quick time. Rustling and Paul Urich win Heat 4. Race 8 in your programme. It's the official result of outfit number 6 in first place. In second place, rider number 25, that's Rob Wilson Jr. and Colin Hill. In third place, number 23, Gary Jackson and Kevin Williams. And fourth place, number 17, Dave Steer and Andy Orchard. Fifth place, number 33, Colin Hutton and Tony Baisby. And sixth place, number 46, Andy Nourish and Eddie Elvis. The winning time, 1:30.78. 1:30.78. It was 6, 25, 23, 17, 33 and 46. We'll move on to race 9 in your programme. It's heat 5 of the solo event, so all the riders having one ride previously, and if you look down that lineup of riders for race 9, well, one rider that we know has gone well so far. Rider number 55, Paul Fry. That's the very distinctive yellow leathers to look out for. And who's he up against? Steve Bishop. Well, he needs to get a better ride. No Peter Carr or Jeremy Doncaster, unfortunately, but as we look to the far side, it's Paul Fry that's going for that lead. I think that's Colin Earl that's got in front of him, and it's Colin Earl. Kevin Buck and Steve Bishop up in third spot, so both of them having a much better ride this time. But Colin Earl, we know a fighter this man is. As he goes down the back straight, he really won't be giving up at all, as he goes after Paul Fry. Well, Colin, of course, had a second first time out. Second victory. Well, Steve Bishop up in third place. It's a much better ride for him this time. Well, in fact, I was wondering who it was. Colin Earl that got second place too. I've got back to the program. He'd won that he got second too. Buck's still holding fourth, but coming under pressure now as Kevin Buck's being pushed for that fourth place. But as we look to the far side, Paul Fry really does look to be this afternoon. Right in speedway with X0 of course. Steve Bishop in third, and it does look as if Kevin Buck has managed to hang on to that fourth place. Disappointing ride that time for Gerald Short. Race 9, heat 5 of the solo competition. Another win for rider number 55, Paul Fry. In second place, number 172, Colin Earl. Third place, number 34, Steve Bishop. Fourth place, number 14, Kevin Buck. The fifth place finisher, number 41. Sixth place, number 374. Seventh place, 127. And eighth place, 121. The winning time, 101.55. 101.55. So, as we look to race 10, and in fact we have no heat winners from the first heats, so we will in fact get another race winner from race 10. Well, Clayton Williams had a second, of course. Gary Lobb had a second, so it could be a battle between these two. But Tony Atkin is the man that's made the best start. Peter Lloyd holding fourth place at the moment, but it's Tony Atkin that has made the best of the starts. He goes down that back straight with Clayton Williams after him. It's back behind Clayton Williams. Things are going at the moment. He finished behind Clayton Williams first time out, but now he leads him as they go down that back straight. Clayton Williams also will be conscious of that he beat him first time out, and he is now behind his back wheel. Here Williams fall down for the last lap between these two. Tony Atkin still just has it from Clayton Williams, and Clayton getting closer and closer all the time. Down that back straight. The two of them always together as they go down that back straight. And Clayton Williams has got through on the inside. Oh, tremendous last bit from Clayton Williams. Just been beaten on that last bit, gets second place. Gary Lobb gets third spot. Oh, great scrap between those two. It means that we do have yet another winner in the solo competition. Your programme, it was heat 6 of the solo poacher competition, and it was another win, but this time to a different rider. It was number 17, Clayton Williams. In second place, number 10, Tony Atkin. Third place, number 7, Gary Lobb. Fourth place, number 65. Fifth place, rider number 19. Sixth place, number 27. Seventh place, 154. Eighth place, number 9, and the winning time, 1:03.39. 1:03.39. We move on to race 11. It's heat 7 of the solo competition. And the rider to look out for is number 25, Trevor Banks. he'll know, of course, that Paul Fry has kept the maximum. Oh, Trevor Banks also had a win first time out, looking for those yellow leathers. He's moving his way through. Oh, he's got to the front as they go into that first bend. He's certainly not got it all his own way at the moment. Robbie Fuller is right up there as well, but that was a good first corner for Vince Kinchin. He really has got the measure of that first bend. But Trevor Banks looks good on this bottom bend. He goes down the back straight, leading from Vince Kinchin in second. Robbie Fuller still holding third. Well, that's as they say. Looking to see who's gone up in the third spot. Oh, it's rider number 86, Andy Rimmer, who leads at, I was going to say fourth place, but that's just been taken from him. Oh, we look to the front. Trevor Banks knew that Vince Kinchin was very close to him, but Robbie Fuller having a go at Vince Kinchin now, trying to get that second place. Both these two had very good results first time out, but most importantly perhaps is that Trevor Banks had a win first time out. He's now coming towards the second flag. Robbie Fuller finishing in third. A win, his second of the afternoon for number 25, Trevor Banks. In second place, number 844, Vince Kinchin. Third place, number 61, Robbie Fuller. And fourth place, number 43, Frankie Killian. Fifth place, number 86, and sixth place, number 37. The winning time, 103.84, 103.84, 25, 844, 61, 43, 86, and 37. Oh, this one promises to be an interesting heat. Well, I've been going on about who had wins first time out, and of course we had a new winner in this second batch of heats. The reason being is that two of those first heat winners go in heat 8. They're number 11, Rob Fortune, and number 3, Steve Schofield. So, an interesting confrontation. Scott Nicholls goes again in this one. He had a good ride first time out. Tommy Palmer, of course, will be hoping for a much better result. But as we get underway, I'm anticipating a two-way scrap between these two, but well, things can always change. Steve Schofield has made the best of it into that first bend. There's Steve Schofield who comes off that first bend. Fortune is a long way down the pack. Steve Schofield has got away, and I think the fact that Rob Fortune has been caught up in the traffic further down the field, that he's working his way through. You can see him up in fourth place at the moment, trying to get through on. Right, it's good to see that it was only a temporary mechanical problem that kept him out, because he certainly seems to be flying this one. But Rob Fortune has worked his way through, got up in the second place in front of Neil Scopes and Steve Daw. But while imagination could catch him with that sort of distance between the two of them. Bit of a shame that Rob had such a bad start. He did work his way through the field brilliantly, but it allowed Steve Schofield to get away from the rest of the field. And as he comes through, means that in the solo class we've now got 3 riders that remain unbeaten. For rider number 3, Stevie Schofield. In second place, number 11, Rob Fortune. Third place, number 15, Neil Scopes. Fourth place, number 110, Steve Daw. Fifth place, number 21, Tommy Palmer. Sixth place, number 13. Seventh place, 51. Eighth place, number 30. Ninth place, number 5. 10th place, number 98, and the winning time, 102.90. 102.90. Well, it's always interesting to see whether any of the early heat riders actually, or heat winners I should say, actually meet up with each other. Heat 5, you can see that Alan Blewitt goes in this one, and he knows he's gone out against him. Gary Jackson, who really didn't have a good ride first time out, had to work very hard to get his finishing position. Russell Ing, a winner from the first round, he goes in heat 6. An interesting heat 7, Roger Measor and Steve Smith go together, and then of course we will get a new winner from heat 8. So this one certainly could start changing the point system around a bit as we watch to see what happens in heat 5. So we wonder if Andy did have problems in the pits, but obviously they've been patient with him and allowed him to come into line. So we get underway with the second legs of the sidecars, and indeed they're underway already as they come past the first. Gary Jackson has gone after them as they go into that first bend, but it's Alan and John Blewitt that have got away. Gary Jackson and Kevin Williams second term. It's Rob Wilson Jr. that's up in third, but you can just see those two going away from him as they go down that back straight. So a battle on then between Alan and John Blewitt, Gary Jackson and Kevin Williams as they come round almost together past the holding fourth at the moment. The railway lines I think are on those first two. Gary Jackson still there in second place, pushing hard, but Alan and John Blewitt really do look to be in good form this afternoon. They had a win first time out, you remember. Gary Jackson trying a different line. Wide lines, and he does go very, very wide normally, but now he said he's going to try coming in tight. Another fox a lot of riders, and he's done exactly that this afternoon. I'm sure that Alan and John Blewitt would have been expecting Gary Jackson to come round the outside, but he's foxed them completely and come through on the inside. Alan and John Blewitt have no reply to them. Oh, that gap is incredibly open between first and second. And that's a great shame to see that Rob Wilson Jr. has hit problems. Sounds as if it's gone over to one cylinder, but as we see the checkered flag go, Gary Jackson picks up his first checkered flag of the afternoon. Alan John Blewitt gets second. It means that Reggie Clayton takes up into third place, and Andy Norris picks up fourth. Are attempting to do it, so they'll need all the encouragement they can get when they come round near you, because it was a win for number 23, Gary Jackson and Kevin Williams. Second to them was outfit number 3, that's Alan and John Blewitt. Third place went to number 26, Reg Blackburn and Colin Blackburn, and fourth place, number 46, Andy Nourish and Eddie Elvis. The winning time was 1:30.55, 1:30.55. And as I say, they will be watching to see if Rob Wilson and Colin Hill can make it to where they need the encouragement, and I appreciate you encouraging them to get this result, because when you're point scoring, this could be important. There's nothing worse than kicking yourself, realising if you'd have pushed home and got the odd points, it would have been very meaningful. And look at that, the finishing marshal's not even going to move, is he? He's going to make them go the whole distance. Well, indeed, that means that we now say to the official results that we put rider number 25 in 5th place, race 13 in your programme, heat 5 of the sidecar competition, number 23, 3, 26, 46 and 25. In your programme, and a chance to see in action once again, Rustling and Paul Urich. They had a win first time out. Craig Cheetham and Clive Reynolds, second place first time out. Ivor Matthews and Peter Jones, also a second place first time out. An interesting race in prospect, because Ivor Matthews won't be happy with just that second place first time out. He is of course trying that new machine, so that in itself is an interesting point. But he'll know that he wants to get into those semi-finals and finals at the end of the day. We get underway. Good to see who's made the best of the start. Great third place at the moment, but as we'll watch as they go down the back straight, Rustling starts to pull away. Okay, Cheetham still there in second, and Ivor Matthews and Peter Jones now moving into that third place as they dive into the pit bend, holding third spot, go after Craig Cheetham, but Rustling and down there this afternoon as they just turn the power on and go down the back straight. You can see that Poacher just moves back slightly to get maximum drive to that back wheel as they go down that long back straight. Watch the action as he comes off this bottom bend. He just moves back slightly, gets himself up to the wall. Fighting for that second now, pushing hard on the back wheel of Eadon. Well, it'll probably be the bends that this particular bike is going to be quicker. Long straights like this may not be the advantage for him, but it's certainly the bends that he'll be quicker, and it'll be that if he's taking the advantage. When he pulled it inside again. Oh, Eadon, realising the pressure is there, pulls away going down that back straight. But as we come round off the bottom bend, it is going to be Rustling and Poacher that come to the line. They take their second bag of the afternoon. Eadon finishing in second, Ivor Matthews in third, Lennon Ray Foreman finishing in fourth place. And picking up the fifth place is rider number 74, Shane Lingwood and Lynn Green. And heat 6 of the sidecar competition, and a win for outfit number 6, his second of the afternoon, Rustling and Poacher. In second place, outfit number 1, Craig Cheetham and Clive Reynolds. Third place, number 15, Ivor Matthews and Peter Jones. Fourth place, number 149, Lennon Ray Foreman. And fifth place, number 74, that of course is Shane Lingwood and Lynn Green. The winning time, 1:30.49. 1:30.49. Heat 7 this one is, and what an interesting one it promises to be. Roger Measor and Steve Smith go in this one, both already having heat wins from the first ride. Out with them, Gary and Steve Wright, Colin Hutton, Andy Simmons and Rod Winterburn. I do think this could be a fight between these two. You never know with sidecar racing though. It could be one of the other outfits decides they're going to go out and get a heat win. Roger Measor will be conscious of course that Rustling has been out twice and had 2 wins. Away we go, and we're looking to see who it is that's made the best of the stars, but certainly the clerk of the course is not happy with it. Well, Steve Smith, the last to come in line, he goes into grid 3 on the start gate. The starter indicating that he's happy, everybody's in line. Again, the starter not letting the tapes go, and they're not happy with outfits pushing the tapes by the look of it. Again, the outfit's being pulled back off the line, so obviously somebody not happy with what's going on down there. Again, I can't see what the problem is, but at long last they've all come into line. They've let the tapes go this time. It looks like we've got them underway. Well, Andy Simon. Gary and Steve Wright went through right on the inside. Steve Smith has followed them, but it's Roger Measor and Shane Lapham that have managed to get away as they go down the back straight. Looking to see if Steve Smith can come through into that second spot, but Gary and Steve Wright have it at the moment as they come round past third. As we watch them go down the back straight, I mentioned that Rustling has had 2 wins so far. Roger Measor will be anxious, of course, to equal that. He holds the lead at the moment. Gary and Steve Wright not being able to close up on Steve Smith, and I'm interested to see that Gary Wright can stay in front of Steve Smith. Steve looked very, very good in his first ride. Oh, Roger Measor equally. Hard, hasn't got the momentum this time. He's a lot closer to Gary Wright, so watch to see what happens in this last bend. Roger Measor is away, but is it going to be a fight to the line for second place? Steve Smith has gone the long way round. Lucky for second as they come to the line, but Gary Wright has hung on. Steve Smith gets second, Rob Winterburn gets third, and Lee Simon finishing in fifth. Race 15, Heat 7 and a win for Roger Measor and Shane Lapham. It's outfit number 51. Their second win of the afternoon. In second place, outfit 0, Gary and Steve Wright. Third place, outfit number 2, Steve Smith and Keith Wall. In fourth place, number 148, Rod Winterburn and Chris Winterburn. In fifth place, number 33, sixth place, 93. And the winning time, 129.55. 129.55 the time. Comes to the line, John Halsley, Jerry Adams, Dave Steer, Tim Bennett and Rob Wilson. Oh, I was just about to say it looks a much cleaner, and we've got them away cleanly this time as they come past me with the first Rob Wilson has gone with him. Rob Wilson looking for the outside line, but Tim Bennett still holding the lead at the moment. Those two outfits together as they go down that back straight. Rob Wilson goes into the bend a bit faster though. He's gone very, very wide. If you're looking to try and hold it fast as he comes round off that bottom bend, he's got there. Tim Bennett there in second place. Looking for that second. Jerry Adams. John Halsey has got problems. John Halsey puts his hand in the air as he goes past us. He's hit mechanical problems. But as we look to the bottom end, it is Rob Wilson and Tony Miles that have got to the front as they come past us. Second spot in front of Tim Bennett and Jerry Adams closing on Tim Bennett from fourth, looking for third. But Rob Wilson going right first time out, but making up for it this time, going for their first win of the afternoon. Into the last lap they go as they come past me. James Sears there in second place. Tim Bennett hanging on to that third spot. Jerry Adams trying to find a way through, but Tim Bennett determined to get that third place. He was starting to race up front. But for the moment he's hanging on the third. Oh, is it going to be the first win of the afternoon for Rob Wilson? It certainly is. Rob Wilson crosses the line and straight away down. It seems that Rob Wilson's got problems and quickly scoots off to the inside of the circuit. Certainly as he went across the line, Rob Wilson slowed rapidly. Dave Steer had done an excellent bit of evasive driving. To make sure that we did get all those results accurately, the official result reads as a win for outfit number 24, that's Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. In second place, number 17, that's Dave Steer and Andy Orchard. In third place, number 55, Jerry Adams and Paul Baisby. In fourth place, number 12, Tim Bennett And Tim's passenger, of course, Steve Hargreaves. In 5th place, outfit number 37, and 6th place, number 13. So John Halsey hitting problems there, unfortunately, but gets his 6th place. The winning time, 1:31.38. One was and everything around the circuit, and there was one that caught my eye this morning, which I thought would be a terrific present to take back from Skegness. And I won't get into any of the jokes that all these professional comedians use about Skegness, but there was one comment made to me this morning which I thought was terrific. There's a stall down the bottom end near the entrance where you came in, where they're actually cutting nameplates. You can stand there and watch them do it if you want. It took my interest because obviously I've got kids at home, and they do expect me when I go away to take them back home for them. Now I asked him if he could actually just cut one out for me with my kids' names on. He's just brought it up to me, and I've got to say, it's absolutely incredible. His comment that he made to me this morning is, it's one thing that you can take away from Skegness that will last a bit more than 5 minutes. So I don't know quite what he means by that, but that's his sales slogan. I think it obviously works. It's a terrific little piece of work. So if you want to have a look at that during the interval, I recommend it. Away we go with these, the third rides of the solo competition, and one rider obviously to look out for in Heat 9 is Paul Fry. He goes straight to the front as he comes down past that. Oh, Steve Holding it is, it's up in 3rd place at the moment, looking perhaps for Tommy Palmer to come through, but we know that rider number 55, Paul Fry, has had 2 wins already. And he looked very comfortable out there this afternoon. Clayton catching. There in 2nd. Oh, Steve Holding it is, it's still holding that 3rd place. But as we watch to the far side, really the Exeter Speedway rider Paul Fry. When I done an interview with him this morning, like this season. Well, he tells me the reason. He had a wrist injury early on in the season. That put him out of quite a lot of speedway and a lot of fast track. So it's great to see that he's now back to full fitness. And the machinery does look to be serving him well this afternoon, and he really does look to be in good form. Well, but no, he's got no answer to the flying. Well, as they take the checker flag, Tommy Palmer, I noticed, has moved up in the 3rd place. That's a much better result for Tommy. But 3 rides, 3 wins for rider number 55, Paul Fry. 9 a win for rider number 55, Paul Fry. In 2nd place, number 61, Robbie Fuller. 3rd place, number 21, Tommy Palmer. In 4th place, number 51, Steve Holding. 5th place, number 19, Trevor Eadon. 6th place, number 9, John Wheatley. 7th place, number 98. The winning time, 104.14, 104.14, 55, 61, 21, 51. Away we go then with race 18. Looking across that far side, it looks like that's rider number 10 going. Wayne Williams then has had 2nd places so far this afternoon. He leads in his own right in race 18. As we look down that far side, Vince Kinchin again has made an excellent first corner, but he's lost out to Steve Bishop. And it's Steve has got that 2nd place at the moment. Vince Kinchin is still there. As we see them go round that pit bend. So Clayton Williams now starting to really start to fly. I have to correct myself on the outside. Clayton Williams got a second fighting for that close to Clayton Williams. So I didn't realise how close that Steve Bishop has closed up on the leader, Clayton Williams. So Steve obviously getting happier as the day goes on. He really is starting to get quicker and quicker. Gary Lobb second, Vince Kinchin is on to third, and Gary Lobb is fourth. For rider number 17, Clayton Williams. In second place, number 34, Steve Bishop. Third place, number 844, Vince Kinchin. Fourth place, number 7, Gary Lobb. Fifth place, number 41, Richard Emson. And sixth place, number 15. Seventh place, number 14. Eighth place, 43. Ninth place, 86. And 10th place, number 5. The winning time, 104.25. Oh, as we get underway with race 19, it's heat 11 and a chance once again to see Steve Schofield in action. He's already got himself in the front row for that first corner. He's back in fourth place at the moment. That's Steve Schofield leading as they go down that back straight. Oh, Tony Atkin won't give up at all. He'll go after him every inch of the way. And look at Colin Earl coming through in third place. Who had that third place? Colin Earl got himself up into third. Steve Schofield getting away a little bit from Tony Atkin as he goes down the back straight and into this top corner. Steve, of course, unbeaten so far this afternoon. James Wilby being now by Scott Nicholls. Scott looking to try and come through for that fourth place, but no question about the leader. Steve Schofield. Oh, I'm certainly pleased to see that Colin looks to be okay. And our finishing marshal quickly running for his checkered flag, look. And heat 11 and a win for rider number 3. Of course, I'm sure you've all got that in already. Stevie Schofield. In second place, number 10, Tony Atkin. Third place, number 13, Scott Nicholls. Fourth place, number 65, James Wilby. In fifth place, number 154, Adrian Mower. Sixth place, number 188, that's Mark Ferry. And seventh place, number 121. Eighth place, number 172. The winning time, 102.69, 102.69 the time, 3, 10, 13, 65, 154, 188, 121 and 172. I didn't realise quite so many got taken down there.